Hello, Digital Citizenship. Uh, Welcome to our class in Module 1. I'm going to take a look at what is going on for this week, Module 1, specifically what is due on Wednesday. So we started off in our face-to-face class last week, and as part of our course introduction, we looked at our digital footprint wiki project. Some of you were able to work on this during the face-to-face. Many of you might have needed to finish it up later. And of course, after you've looked at the directions and what you're to do, you go down to your View Projects and start your wiki project, or if you're coming back to it, scroll through the list of the students in our class and open it up to continue working. Next, we'll look at Module 1, Defining Digital Citizenship. As you recall, there are 3 assignments for this module. The textbook pages are found here at the navigation bar on the left. So let's take a look at 1.1, what is digital citizenship? You've been working on this particular discussion after reading the textbook. Coming down here to the bottom of the page, on the right-hand side, the prompt for discussion 1.1. And as you can see, we have been very active in the discussion for this particular module. Let's take a look now at 1.2. As you recall from our face-to-face, the point 2 page of the textbook each week is not associated with an assignment. However, there is information that you will discover here in this textbook page 1.2, including examples of questionnaires for middle school and high school students, as well as elementary school students, which may come in handy as you take a look at the assignment for 1.3. Let's go there now. The textbook page 1.3, Digital Citizenship in Schools. Once again, you have information in the textbook. And as you read through this information and click on the links, eventually you'll scroll down to the bottom where the assignment is. 1.3, Digital Life Snapshot. As it says here in the directions, you're going to be finding out about what's going on in the digital life at your school. There is different options that you can choose to find this information. Here's a paper and electronic survey. As I mentioned in 1.2 textbook, you can see some examples there. There's also a link to a sample survey here. You can do a focus group with students or teachers. And again, there's a sample focus group questions. You want to collect that data from the focus group or, of course, the survey. Or the third choice is to observe a class, students using technology, and collect data on their online behavior usage. Once again, a sample technology behavior tracker sheet. Once you have collected your data, you're going to create a Google Doc, give a description of the research method you used, and describe the experience. And then include a link to your research results in your data collection tool, meaning the Google Doc that you created or the survey questionnaire you used, etc. Then you're going to respond in your Google Doc to what are the 3 key findings from your research project. And don't forget, as always, to set the share settings on your Google Doc to anyone with a link can view. Once you have that completed, you're simply going to put the links in your View Projects, in your wiki site. Simply put a link in there, and that'll allow us to go and look at what you have done. Also an example here of the Digital Life Snapshot if you want to take a look at someone else's done. Next up, 1.4, Implementation Plan. As it says here at the top of 1.4 textbook page, you will be looking at a personal learning network and a personal learning statement. The directions are here. If you have 2 choices, you can either go to EdWeb or Edmodo to join a PLN on digital citizenship. And then once you've gone into that, you can write a brief introduction of yourself and a statement describing what inspired you to implement digital citizenship and become certified. Here's an example. Once you're done with your introduction, take a screenshot, upload the screenshot to the web via Google Drive, Flickr, whatever you want. And then make sure you include a link in your personal learning statement. And most importantly, include that link in your digital citizenship implementation table of evidence. And that goes in column B for week 1. And again, here is a link to the table of evidence. If you're not a classroom teacher, it would be the second option here would be to work with the administration and have them work with them to register on the Common Sense Media website, as it explained here in the directions. And as we move on down this page, we'll see at the bottom more information about talking to your principal, setting up your vision for digital citizenship, and here at the bottom is assignment 1.4, your implementation plan table of evidence. Just follow these directions right here. We talked about this during our face-to-face class, and here is an example of a filled out. Again, remember that's just the first row, so to speak, or week 1, module 1. And then you're going to put the link for your implementation plan in your view projects in your wiki site. So that's about it for this week. Remember that stuff is all due on Wednesday. And as always, let us know how we can help.